לא, אז עכשיו שאלת אותי איך אני עושה אותם שהם שלוחים.
English.
English? This is how I make it flat, like this. See? I press it. Like that.
What's it going to be? This
What do you think?
snake.
Snake. That's what's going to be. It's going to be a snake. Now I'm going to make another snake. Sneaky. Sneaky snake. I need 5 handles, but now my hands are wet. Excuse me.
Your hands need to be dry.
Well, if I want to wedge the clay a little bit,
Okay.
then they need to be, because otherwise how am I going to make, I need to make them into like a long shape. Messy. There's no room in here, so it's a little bit more difficult. Okay. You missed it because before it fell. So. Now I can already tell that this part I'm not going to be using, so I might as well get rid of it. It's going to fall soon, so I'm going to put this here. And I'm just going to hold it like that. Now I usually make a long, if I have like many handles that I need to make, then I'm going to make it as long as I possibly can. Alright. Well,
How do you calculate how long the handle should be?
I don't know, I prefer make it longer. And just, if I don't need it, I just
No,
recycle it.
when you cut it, how do you know where to cut? How long to cut?
I don't know, just, I look at it. And then I decide how long I want to do it.
So you don't take measures.
No. My eyes are my rulers. Now, there's no point of continuing this video because I need it to dry a little bit. It's going to take, I would wait maybe 10 minutes for it to dry. Some people, they cut it and then they make a shape and then they let it dry, but I don't, so
after you make this shape, you let it dry for 10 minutes?
I let it dry for about 10 minutes. And
okay.
Hello. Hello. Okay, so here's how I attach the handle. I have this tool. I like it. It's very nice. It's like how should I call it?
Scratch, rake.
Braces.
Brace.
I don't remember how you say it in English. Anyway, so here's what I do. I decide where I want to put my handle, and it's like I make it simple. I don't fuss around with it. I don't do anything special. I just need a handle. I need something to hold my cup. So I scratch it here. And I go like that. And see the handle? The scratches. Okay, and then I put it down. I take this and I approximately here. Why, I don't know. Just like so. I go like that. And here I have slip. And I put it here. Usually it gets touched very, very quickly. And then I decide how do I want to design it. So I can just cut this part so I'll know where to cut it. I'm going to cut it here. Then I scrape it again. It looks very messy, but it's actually, I think that the finishing is what important. I mean, obviously, it has to be very, very, it has to be glued very good. I think the handle is too thin for this cup. What do you think?
I think it's good.
You think it's good?
Yeah.
Can get a sponge here just to make it smooth. Sponge here to make it smooth. Okay, there is something else that I do sometimes. I take like a brush, I wet it, and then I go like that, so just to make it smooth, instead of messing around with my fingers. And you know, if I like the shape and the way it looks, the brush is very helpful. Let's see if I have like dents here. I just brush it. And here, the parts that are very important are the parts where they connect to the cup. The handle needs to be connected very, very good to the cup. Okay, so now I can, you know, if let's say I decided this is how I wanted to, I like the design and it's okay for me. I make sure that this is straight, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just leave it alone for it to dry.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, if something happens, let's say I miss a crack here, or it didn't glue, because sometimes you can't really see it all the way, because when it dries, then you know if you did a good job. So I can just leave it like that, and tomorrow, if I need to correct something, then I will. I can sand it. I can use the sandpaper or this. It's a dish. What do you call it? It's like it's not like a sponge for dishes. It's like, I guess it is, but it's like, it's very good, because when you, I mean, I'm doing it now when I shouldn't, because it's, I like to work with this when it's dry, when the clay is dry, because it's better than sandpaper.
Mm-hmm.
Because the sandpaper, what happens is that the clay gets into the sandpaper and it's very hard to use, and then you have to, you know, use a new one, and this, all I have to do is like shake it off, all the excess clay, and I can reuse it. So I find it much better. And that's it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right.